Fully up and active in my family. You know, Abantu, Zulu, and we're there up and another clock in. Another clock in with all of my gods, them. All of the goddess, them. Big up on yourself. No matter which part of the world you're there. We're there up and another check in. You see, pray. Live and in living colors. You know, the laptop thing kind of no work with it some of the time. You see it, so while we check in, people, we are asking if you just share the live so other people here, so we're there. You see me? Different algorithm upon the laptop thing. Total different algorithm. So we just stop it up for we and we share it up. A while ago we had talked about the maxims of law, the international accepted maxims and principles of law. We govern the legal system what we know about. And my brethren asked a while ago why it go legal if we know say everything unlawful in the legal world. It's the pray. And it's a good question. Because what go on? Some wrongs did get due to we in the paper world. So we have to undo all of that. What the system do to we and feel like say just read it in a paper, they're gonna get out with it. Most people, like the rest of them when me grow up and see. Rest of them when me grow up and see. You know how they sit there, you know. Now hear me? If you not hear me, on the drop a one in the comment, cause sometimes the signal kind of chip in and chip out. Anybody I hear me, on the drop a one in the comment. Alright, big up yourself, Yanni. What we are saying is that the system of a legal world set up with our name in it. In order to jump out of the legal world, my father, we have to undo everything that was done. So there was an implied contract. Implied contract, that means a one man, one party decided to do something and them never informed the other party exactly what go on because them think the other party did aware of what is going on. And it is actually a trick. My mother and father never did know what was going on when them push on the implied contract on them, which is the same thing as the local registered stock or the birth certificate, the representation of the physical estate, which is a part of my embodiment. And we are talking about the afterbirth and placenta that was left at the hospital. It was not abandoned, it was not gifted to them, but it's a thing where them separate we from our placenta. Because we come into the world with the placenta, you know. The placenta was a part of us. The separation take place for some unscrupulous reason. Somebody realized that them could have benefit off of this thing. You see me? So them take it off and them put it on a scale. And them classify that placenta for be the living remain of you. It is not alive. It is, if them cut it off from you, it dead. It start lose its energy as much as it did contain DNA and a whole heap of substantial information which should have get retained back to your body. Them loot it. This is what them talk about when them say all pirates, yes, they rabbi. What did they rob from us? Really and truly, where them rob from we? Are you today I talk about? How was this local registered stock created? How was this birth certificate created? Because this, everybody have a birth certificate and everybody we are operating in that jurisdiction, the system will beat them bad. Everybody we are operating the jurisdiction of the public, the system will beat them bad right now. And we can see it clear. Them change the algorithm. So I tell you say something like that go on man, my father, because I switch devices. I go up on my laptop, you know, say my laptop now have no information for them tapping on no apps or do this or that. So I want different ball game I play over the side. So we are ask the one them while you there listen. Tap up the screen for you and share the live because other people here so they out here without fear and we are get the message clear. You see the pray? Free not dumb that I name of the platform, no, my father. We are talking about the maxims of law, the principles of law, and the local registered stock. Local registered stock act is an act that governs the corporations them will deal with the local registered stock. And the local registered stock belong to everybody estate where the government are control. Them call it local because it is within domestic. Every stock were created in the government of Jamaica that them a talk about. Who are the stocks, really and truly? Are people them ever classified as stocks? Is that a good thing? Is that something for people jump up and celebrate, boy? Being a stock of a corporation? Being a stock means say you are a product, you know. Literally, you being a product means say you don't have no value for yourself. You have a value for somebody else. So people take you and use you. That's how products do, you know. People buy products to use. So when you hear about the stock market and the stock exchange, and bag of digits are run across the screen and you don't understand nothing what go on. That is people making transactions on your behalf. For you, for you, everything to do with you. And what benefit you will get from it? In the status you have as a debt, what benefit does a debt get? A debtor get no benefit, you know. One of them say them have to pay back constantly, I pay back constantly, I pay back constantly, I pay back. So when them say you're born in a sins, this is what they mean. You constantly have to pay back for your sins. You constantly have to repay your sins. Even when them say Jesus died for your sins, you don't get the idea of Jesus dying for your sins. And Christians, them are gonna tell you one different story. Say Jesus died for our sins. What is Jesus and who is Jesus? On deep ball game. Subliminally speaking. China, I big up yourself and give thanks to the gifts them now. Enough respect in every aspect. When something go. Well, they are just a charge up and a push out the message said we. You see me? Somebody said Jesus, death equal the devil. Alright, Jones. Jesus is Jones. Mm-hmm. I one of them something they still man, my father. But guess what? Being a slave in the system in a 2025, it is still optional. You see me? If you want to play a part with them, you can always play a part. But if you want to redeem yourself, what that mean? Redeem yourself means say you have to make a change in your life. You have to correct the status from being that debtor to being the living man. We are talking about. That is the only way we can operate like living people on the side, you know. If we correct the status, correct the records of the system have. And the records of the system have was that we're born with a certain status. The system say we're born as a creditor, you know. I should have said that we're birth with a certain status. The birth mean a conversion take place from you being a creditor to you becoming a debtor. And you becoming a debtor, birthed upon the man them waters. You know what them say? Every single thing where you have in a your possession belongs to them because it was registered to them. And if you not correct the status, positive motivation, big up yourself, you know. Bozra, big up yourself, said you know, my father. Me see the message, but man able for press the one there right now, my God. You see me? If we unable to correct the status from being the debtor, because it's a big misunderstanding take place, you know. We don't realize it yet. We don't realize the importance of correcting the status from being the debtor to being the creditor. If you are one debtor, you know, my father, you can't own nothing, you know. Anybody will own you own that, you know. So people will say them buy a car as a debtor. You realize you don't have the original title. The original title is the certificate of the manufactured certificate of origin, you know. We don't realize that. Most people never see it. The original title is the manufactured certificate of origin. Most people never see that yet. And that are the same thing as the allodial title. Most people never see a allodial title from them born. Why? Them no own nothing. And when you think say you own it, most people are gonna say in a my name. In a your name. Your name is not what you think it is. That is a business name. registered under business name registration act. And an act boy along to the same topic we are talking about. What is real from what is fake? If somebody is acting or anything that is governed under act, it cannot be real because what is an act? What is an act? When you hear about act, when you hear about no most movie, lights, camera, action, cut, lights, camera, action. It is an act. Movie script, brother. Somebody a play out a game. So the man them say the road traffic act under the road traffic act. We are blah 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 for search your vehicle and give issue a ticket under the road traffic act. Because the road traffic act is not a real life thing because it is an act. And what people do in an act? People play along with the acts. And people play as different characters. When you see the pray, when they go in the courthouse, when you see the judge dress up in a black and white in a some courthouse them, the judge them put on a black and white and them have something on acting as magistrate, resident magistrate, such and such. The acting director of public prosecution, the acting superintendent of, the acting prime minister of, the acting governor general of, the acting king of, the acting president of, the acting. Come on, man. Una get it? Una get nobody not get it yet. People, if you get it, you drop a one in the comment. You some comment said we drop a one in the comment. You some interaction. If you know over so I go on and drop a one in the comment. Real life and the actors them. If you know overs what is a real life and overs what the actors, drop a one make we see. Miss Chin. Yeah, the one chaps. Big up on yourself, you know. Tapadan, Zion, Ja. We know the actors. We know the actors. You see me? We know so we not have a act along. Johnny Johnson, big up yourself, you know. We know so we not have a act along. So people are conscious of themselves and conscious of which part them there. Only and big up yourself too, you know. People are conscious of them status and conscious of the state of mind where them have. You see me? We don't need to correct the status. And we don't show no step by step how to correct on the status. People are new to the platform and not get what we are talking about yet. You see me? Hope we catch up to speed. And over as I go and said we. The physical stock certificate are the birth certificate. The same stock certificate that was issued by the government of whatever country you come from. It should be verified. When if you verified, say that is not your true identity. But under the Business Name Registration Act of Jamaica, you know, it states the difference between a person and an individual. You see me? And it make you know, say, the name that was registered under the Business Name Registration Act of Jamaica, it does not consist of the true surname or the true Christian name of partners or partner who are actually living man or woman and not corporation. You see me? So the corporation are what we need to separate ourselves from. True, but because people want be citizens, them get subject to them acts and statutes. That is it. Because them want to be citizens. Them don't know nothing better than being a law-abiding citizen. I like them say. And the law what them abide by is commercial law, contract law, consumer law. You see me? And them think they no boil along to the natural thing. Them think they boil along to acts, statutes, and codes. Acts, statutes, and codes are not law. So when you hear a policeman say, yo, we are lawman, you know, respect lawman. Which police officer went to law school? May I ask everybody that? Which police officer went to law school? If police officer go to law school, no Japa one. If you think police officer go a law school on a job a one, no police officer not go to law school. You see nobody not job no one. Police officer got police training camp. Alright, so them get trained with how to deal with civilians. Them not train them how to deal with living man and woman, you know why? Them presume say everybody in the public are civilians. You see me? So even when them come across somebody where I explain, say, hey, you know, say me have my rights. An officer, me know my rights. And if you want a contract with me a $500 million, officer, me already notify your boss. Notice the agent is notice the principal. So you must not violate my rights. Even when you tell the squad them that, squad is still want you there. Why? Because them don't know about the law. Nobody not tell them say the people them actually have more power than you in your uniform. Nobody not tell them so no job is actually for serve and protect the people, you know. Serve and protect no means so not gonna use force. And realize that the Jamaica constabulary is operating in force. When them supposed to use peace, them a use policy. Just like what Zion said. Policy enforcers instead of peace officers. So we now get the love, we now get the peace from them people. We now embrace whatever we need to get from our servants them. Them now serve we properly. Really and truly. We now get no service. So the man them say them have to serve and protect. And then you have to hear say them get millions of dollars worth of training. Who fund them? Who fund the system? That's another good question, you know. Where them get money from to start up them organization? Are they working for the best interest of the people? And Japan say IMF. So the Jamaica Constabulary Force is a private organization working along with the government of Jamaica. You see me? So them have access to bonds that the government of Jamaica hold. Them have access to accounts that the government of Jamaica hold. So them actually take out bond. No. Them have access to securities that the government of Jamaica hold. So them can take out bonds and them securities there anytime. But if them can take out bonds and your securities, that means you can also take out a bond and your security. And that is how insurance work. Everybody in the world insure. If you have a birth certificate, you insure. I should say everybody in the world, because some people still in the wild. When we say the wild, we talk about places like the Amazon, the safari, and places like, you know what we talk about? Outside of the corporate areas and outside of the societal realms. You see the pray? You have people still in some jungle around one part when they no way. In a civilization, and we know how them something they go. You see, pray. So that's because them job is not to protect the people, but to protect the corporations. That is a very keen observation, my father. And arrest code breakers are gonna find the court case too. But you know, say if people know them powers, the whole of them corporations they have to go in them places and them spaces. You see me? The more them I use force from people, if people did ever take a second out of them time to realize what give them people a jurisdiction over you. When you think twice, when you think all 3, 4, 5 different time, what give them people a jurisdiction over you? Hmm? It boils down to identification. If you do not identify yourself as a subject to the corporation, them have no jurisdiction over you. Most people don't get what that mean. If when police stop you, or if you're in a court and you don't identify yourself as a citizen of the government, because the citizen is really the paper person, you know. Who did know that? Uh, the citizen is really the person on the paper. Who did know that? One shop say one. If the citizen is the paper person and the living man is the image of the person that is on all of the documents them. That is how people bind themselves in a contract with the government of whatever country them come from. Every time when you use that documentation, you state to them that you are the authorized representative and you are going to bear all damages and costs that the strawman faces. You are the asset that is backing their security. So if you say, all right, then me going to take liability for everything what the strawman I deal with, then them are going to hold you accountable. The living man. And the living man is the executor. The living man is the executor, yes, my brother. But guess what? The government is acting as the executive authority on your behalf. Why? You know, hear Trump say, executive order, blah, blah, blah. Executive order number 7. Executive order number 1001. What are these executive order? They are acting as the executor of your. Alright, when you look at RGD is an executive agency, you know, my father, since 1999 or something like that, you know. You see me? They are acting as an executive agency on your behalf. You see the prayer? So until we establish the office of executor for ourselves, like not hard for doing, my father. It's not hard, you know. It is not difficult. First, we must just tell them people and say, hey, me are the living man and no rights over me. And we have to do that in the form of an affidavit or put it on the court record to make it get the powers. And then we start serve it to people. You see the prayer? And after you do that, you know, you establish the office of the executor. Kawa. Nobody can rebut whatever facts you have to state. We all know that it is a fact. The business name must register under the Business Name Registration Act of Jamaica. And when we say the business name, the government name was registered as a business to the company's office under the Business Name Registration Act of Jamaica. And that means that the government name is nothing more than a business. So when me say the government name is me, when somebody call the government name and me say present miss or present sir, what I say? Me, I identify myself as the government property. Me, I identify myself as a business. So if me, I identify myself as a business, and the government identify themselves as the executor of that business, because them say the whole of we are minor. You see me? Them say the whole of we, them say not the whole of we, them say people underage because them do record say or notify them say, hey, I've reached the age of majority and now I am able to deal with business on my own behalf. People now do that. Everybody around behind a PNP and people around behind a JLP because that is an easy way out it look like. All these facts are on Google. Google, my God. Know for yourself. That is it. People can go search and research and validate every single thing what we are saying. I don't make up on a talk nothing. You see the pray? We don't make up nothing and come right us and talk. And that's how we do it, my father. You see it? That is not the way how we go about doing it. You see me? So we are chat about the registered act. It's two local registered stock act. Businesses that are registered locally. But people don't realize that them have business where make millions and billions of dollars one time. Why? If the government is making, one at a time them say the economy is booming, that means that the country are grow. If the government is making a profit, that means that the people them business are make the profit, not the government. Because the government is acting as a trustee for your account. Which account me I talk about? Your stock account, your business account. That's how we are talk about. You see the prayer? The government don't own anything, which is correct. They are holding property. What the government own is themselves. You see me? And every single thing where them are manage. Them can say them are manage it on your behalf. And the management can go in any direction because they are in charge of managing it. So if them say them are going to invest $100 million in the road tomorrow, it up to the people them to stop them. But because the people them don't give them authority for manage them property and manage the consolidated funds. And this man me hear the Prime Minister say something about funds will be consolidated or something like that. You don't know what them something them mean, my father. But the man them say the funds are gonna get consolidated. So no nah, get it. Consolidated means say them a take the whole on the interest so they dep on the table where no go back go claim. Them are gonna put it in the consolidated funds, and in the consolidated funds that are which part the government make them payouts from. The government make them payouts from the consolidated funds. Them get money from the consolidated funds. And the consolidated funds is the money where the government are hold for the people. Where them now go back go claim. Oh, no claim it back. You know why I'm teaching you how to go claim it back? When you tap up the screen for it, tap up the screen, make it reach on 10,000 likes and share the life with. We get out in the algorithm. Who have the kind, them will help us send us some kind. We go up in the algorithm so more people can hear what you say. You see me? The government is a management organization for the British Crown. Correct, my brother. Correct, Basra. You know, Father Basra up on the block, you know. We see the gift them a forward enough respect, you see me? Rasta and Bale, pick up yourself and check in, Father. Um, ask them what is money. That is the first question. So money, my brother, is a good question. What is money? So money is a tool where people use to make trading better. Because in a primitive time, man used to exchange goods and service without the use of money. And them call that barter. But sometimes them say the barter system kind of unbalanced because some people are benefit more than whatever them are issue. So them start issue gold and silver, precious stones and minerals as wealth in exchange for labor and services. And it boil along to people start deal with coins and them something there. You see me? All different type of coin. Till nowadays you see paper money. Until it boil along to whatever. You see the pray. But nowadays as people talk about money, people talk about $100, $50, 5,000 and all of them currency there. You see, pray my father. And the whole of them thing them call them floating rate notes, FRNs. Floating rate notes are fiat notes. You see me? Are debt instruments issued by the banks of whatever country you come from, printed by a certain people over in a Germany or somewhere along the way. And you know, it's something going, brother. You know, we're going at the monetary thing. Money is a fundamentally an energy measure of your life force. One's life force is to acquire it. Silver and gold is money. We are dealing with flat back debt, fiat back debt. Promissory note is a promise to pay. Promissory note and bills of exchange. Them are also instruments. You see, instruments, you know, my father. Oh, are going at the financial aspect of it. Can you see different type of instrument, especially in a Jamaica. Jamaica is a sovereign country. And you have sovereign bonds. Most people don't know what is a bond, you know. Most people don't know say you can work my bond in your own name using the same birth certificate. That's why people say you can use the birth certificate to get a loan. You can actually use it for work my bond against the strawman. And them thing are the art of financial literacy. And that's why we invite people for checking out the classes for Saturdays and Sunday. So you can learn how to operate in the financial world as somebody free and definitely not dumb. You see the pre? So you have different type of financial instruments. You have different type of securities. You see me? You have debt securities and you have stocks. Securities are like bonds and stocks and them something there. But debt securities coming at the form of bonds and every single thing will have a liability attached to it. You see it? Asset-backed securities are like the physical stock. The stocks, them when they on the shelf are the assets where they in our business place. If you know overs what go on. So the physical people, them, I remember say everything when they on the shelf, it have a tag to it. It have a manufacturer what should I say, a manufactured certificate of origin. So you actually know where every single goods on the on the shelf come from. So with the goods them on the on the shelf, you know, them work my contract with them. I said all of them goods they worth around that. So the valuator calculate every single goods on the shelf and then them check out them say the shop is valued at that. The stocks them on the on the shelf is valued at that in all. But really and truly, every single individual stock have a certain share attached to it. And people, me know call on stocks, but the government have no physical body, on a vessel as you know it, the temple of the Most High. They are using it as a collateral for back their security. You see the prayer? Stocks and bonds. It's a deep water. I advise nobody for just jump off. If you can't swim, don't go out there so go jump off. Try stay in the shadow where you can put your foot in the water and kick some water. Play in the sun. You see the prey? Don't jump off in the deep if you know you cannot swim. You see the prey? So one cocoa full basket. And I write this where I fought from. EDCO, big up yourself, you know, my father. Give thanks to the gift. Everybody will tap up the screen, big up on yourself. You see me, everybody will share the life, same way. I want to big up on you. Manners and respect in every aspect. Everybody will free from out of the system. Everybody will start make steps towards getting yourself from out of the system. I want to big on up. Manners and respect in every aspect. You know the thing go. No. Nationality is the order of the day. Well, House of Tevin, big up yourself, you know. Nationality is the order of the day. That is a deep one, my father. It boils down to status, you know, my father, and jurisdiction. Because your status have a lot to do with your jurisdiction, same way. But I know who send a request and forward on the platform. 10:27. We have around an hour left back on the live before we jump out. You see me? So if you have no questions or no have to ask the eye, you can send a little request and forward in on the platform same way. And don't come live and don't come. You see the pray? Mm-hmm. See when I say Father K when I time, it come like Father K jump out. I rest up my God. That is it, that is it, that is it. Say. Manners and respect in a positive mind. We use the government name when we go for the live birth. You use it for verify your identity, my father. You use it for verify that you are not the government name. You see it? And the RGD have two faces. The RGD have one side what them call the Island Record Office. And that is the side that deal with private business for the private man and woman. You can also use foreign documents. So you can create your own ID and go a RGD with it and them accept it. Who did know that? Who did know say you can create your own foreign identification cards and go a RGD? We see L.A. Lewis do it to my father. We see L.A. Lewis do it. Probably people don't know how to execute, or I don't know if L.A. Lewis did set up the system right when did set. But the system when L.A. Lewis set up, it actually have used to it somewhat. You see, they can actually use it for the business if you don't know how to do. Although I don't know how him set up in business, probably somebody have to come explain how the side that they really did go. Our people must correct their status. Bozra, big up yourself, you know, my father. I don't know if you want to check in. I know you have a fireman around the side there. I don't know if you want to check in and blaze a flame, said we. Because he might use treaty law. Where say L.A. Lewis I use treaty law? So I go on so. Where say I use the treaty law? Even though the maroon street locking off a lot of stuff, yes. But yes. I don't really know much about the treaty law still, you know, my father. I know about contract law. Contract law the same thing as treaty law, you know. And we know say treaty fall underneath the laws of Maxim said we. Living man and woman dealing at the laws of the universe, laws of Maxim or the laws of God. And under that them create treaties and contract. Bozra up top, my father.
Red hot fire, you know?
Yeah, full
Blazing.
exact. Well, go on. So step one is returning the birth
Master
certificate
teacher.
and then the affidavit. So you know return the birth certificate. What you actually do is correct the status. Because when you got RGD, them not gonna take it back from you. Remember them gate, you know. You see me? Them gonna take a copy of it. Them gonna send you go scan it and copy it and attach it to the documentation where you gonna use to verify your identity. You see me? That security, you are the holder of that security, and the holder is actually the beneficiary and authorized representative of the name. So you can liquidate it by getting the certificate of live birth, or you can dissolve it. You see the prayer? So it's not really return, you are return it. You are verified, so you are not this thing. You see me? Yeah, Jaja. So boss, everything up and running, my God. Come on, microphone mute, my father.
I just take you in the class and I'm a king.
Right, yeah, man, my God. Right, yeah.
Yeah, man, good people have to wake up to it, you know, realize that at present they are called creatures of the state. They're considered a creature of the state.
Human being.
Corporation. Corp meaning dead, nation meaning speaking. See them as a dead speaking, they hold no life value.
Yo, man. Beautiful, my God. But your hand point where you say, man, Bazia. And so the system have people operating on one dead status from them they born. The birth
Corp
certificate is actually a death
corporation.
certificate. You see me?
Yes, I.
The birth certificate is proof of death. So when them
It's called
ask,
sesquisitus. You did that seed.
ah, so when the system, when we are to the office of the executor, you know, and take back the estate from the administrator general, you have a question where them say you have to prove say the straw man is dead for actually take every single thing we did have in our possession. So that's actually the best part of the process what me do. For prove say the straw man is dead. Because a business name, this is an entity. A business cannot be a living man. And the same national payment system, if we pull it up on the screen right now and show you, it state the difference between a natural person and an artificial person. But the trick thing in a for them system, a person is a person. Whether natural or artificial, it is still a person. A living man is not a person. A living man is a verb. And a verb is an action word.
Gotcha.
You see the prayer? So that is another trick where them put in the system, but we have to can decrypt it for a whole heap of different levels. You know?
Etymology, man. The word linguistic precision is everything in life.
You see the prayer? Oh, so
That's why it is written in full capitals. Full
ah,
capitals is not a noun. It's not a, that's not anything. A noun is capital followed by lowercase.
you
In
see the
all
prayer?
government documents, it's full caps.
Accurately, man, my father. All government
Cool,
documents are
man.
full cap, and the full cap represent capitis immunity or maxima, and that make you
Capitus
the
diminutive
biggest
maxima.
debtor will ever exist.
Capitals reduce it to your lowest. That's Latin. Capitals reduce it to your lowest.
See the prayer?
And the lowest is under the ground, not dead.
Ah, accurately. So you see the word sound very important in a Basra. The etymology of them words and where them come from. How them start use the words. Can you find out say you have legalese and you have the Englishes.
All
You see
right.
me? And that are the big trap where people there now. So when people say, yo, them understand, them never know say I stand, them a stand under the jurisdiction.
Under
You
the
see me?
jurisdiction of whoever
Ah,
them claims for them are work with. Yeah, man. Big class. Because even with the cannabis, you know. When I was a younger man, you know, the time them try to charge me for ganja, I would never say ganja. I said, no, I had cannabis sativa. And the case can't go no further. Because ganja is on the law book and ganja is a legal term. Cannabis sativa is a biological term putting it in the realms of God. They can't
for a
play with that.
herb. For a herb. Created by the creator.
I walk out of court every time they try to charge me for ganja.
So what more ask you, Basra, them return back the herb to you?
No, you see, at that time, I was not even concerned. You understand me?
Yeah.
Not out there on corners of smoke car. You understand me? Police stopping my car.
Yeah. But I know
But
you
as
have
it's
this long before it get decriminalized. I don't want them to fight for it get decriminalized, you know.
long before, man, long before.
Mm-hmm.
Understand?
So why
Because,
continue, my chief.
no, what's your question, my brother? Your question.
I said why me did ask that is because I'm kind of fascinated with the court system since I realized that the judge sit on the seat what them call the bank. You see
The
me?
bench
Ah,
is
the
bank.
BANC, them call it. Or some in some cases them say
Right.
BANK. You see me?
And how
And
they kick you, how they kick you. You see that gate that you pass through? Once you pass through that gate represents the ship. Look at the galley of a ship, and you see
accurate.
exactly how the court set up. So,
Accurate.
when looking at judge and say, I prefer to remain on the land. Them know say, you know, you're not coming in a maritime jurisdiction. Talk to me over, yes, sir,
Accurately, man,
upon
my
the land.
father. So you see the concept that when we say since them sit on the bank and the judge operated at equity and them always have a bond opening in somebody name and a bond is an instrument of monetary value. And a bond, the municipal bond in this case, because them are operating a municipal corporation and municipal courts. Them have a bond where them call municipal bond. And this band mature in a fast period of time. My
All right.
microphone say now here. Which
You know,
microphone if now here? My one? Yeah, hear me though, Bozra.
yeah, man.
I don't know what kind of feedback I want this one. They must say them now
Hear
here.
what they do. Hear what they do. Hear what they do, and they don't tell you. If you're born after 1962, that birth contract, because the word certificate in law means contract. So it's
Accurate.
a birth contract where your mother contract you over to the company called the state of Jamaica as its asset. So when they do that birth contract, the red number at the bottom of the birth certificate is a bank account. Call any broker and say, I'd like to check the value of a stock. And give him the number and wait 5 minutes. And you tell you what that bond, because the birth certificate is written on bonded paper.
So may I
It
tell you,
says a
say,
bond.
Bozra, it's a thing what I do already, you know. And you see, I do it with Barita Investment. And a wedding year after them say, Andrew Holness did get a big loan from them of 50 million. At them time where them let me through when me go disclose bag of things from them down there. So the first time, I set up with it and I go through the national payment system from last year, the start of last year, them time. Yeah. And I realize say you have a payout where them supposed to make to people, the nationals on the land every 3 months. But we never
Yep.
did set up an account as a client of the
Them to
government of
send it
Jamaica.
to.
You see the pray. So after we set up the whole of that and I set up my account on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, me did have to deposit the securities them in order to get them dematerialized. So them say me for choose a broker of my choice. Me choose Sagicor and the whole of them and a try out and a problem for sign up. So me link with Barita Investment and do it online and them say me for come in. So me did have to fund the account in order to get it up and running. So me have my birth certificate and the title for the birth certificate said we have to show say me own it and me gift certificate and be things. So the deposit time for make you know. And the smiley at the front desk I said them don't know nothing about this birth certificate and them have birth certificate and blah blah blah. So me end up left out of the place and go back to my yard a couple days after them link me back. And me and them start dialogue through the phone. So when me I explain to the representative, you know, say, the government of Jamaica is listed on Duns and Bradstreet as a parent company or the parent administrative company for all of the administrative agencies them on the land of Jamaica. Them issue them mutual funds in stocks. No, them mutual shares in stocks where them issue is reference to the same registered stock certificate or the same thing where we know as the birth certificate. You see me? You see when I start explain to them say them want to know the value of the stock. Right? There's some pause here around 15 minutes. Because I say the value of the stock. What them people are really mean. So you see when me show them say, you know, the stock has not yet been dematerialized, so we can't know what it mean. Them say if we come in with it. And I write this so we crack the system open. You see me? And we are show everybody how them can deposit them stock certificate, but it boil down to the status. You see me? Because a
Exactly.
stock can't operate in a credit.
No.
That is it, man, my God.
No, all right. You have to let the people them. They have to understand the words where they might use. And they have to know that the Jamaican birth certificate, if you're born after 1962, it's bonded at birth for £1 million.
Bozra, your phone I make a echo.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yes, as we saying, it's bonded at birth for £1 million. Right now, it's a 50-year-old value about 100 million
Yeah, that's accurate.
pounds. And when they carry it to court and then charge you, the judge collects out of your birth certificate money, you know. The lawyers collect out of what, you know.
It never bring up the judge a while ago. Because that money supposed to get awarded to whoever win the case. And if you win the case, you can direct the money that go to your personal account or your trust account if you are operating an equity. Cause you see, in the court of law, you know, in order for win a case, the right way you have to express trust as the sovereign. Or should I say
See that?
sovereign? So if you're not express trust, you're gonna get trust implied to you. And the system already have you in a one trust. So if you're not express to them as you reach in, say, hey, I am not of your jurisdiction and I am expressing trust. This is a copy of my express trust right here. And it is holding property, which is the same straw man name is property of this trust. And I am not a pauper. We show them a big piece of gold or a piece of silver or even a gold ring or a silver ring to show them say you're operating on equity, not enough for them debts where them know of the debt currency or whatever. You see the pray? You explain yourself, say you're competent and you're not standing in no form of water as Bozra make you know earlier. You see me? House of Tevin, what go on? I
There,
never
man.
worry over there. Everything up.
Yes, man. Mr. Go on. Listen, man. Get ready for chipping, dog.
Wanna do
Yeah.
this? Did I ask to?
Yeah,
No,
go on
right?
good. Yeah, go on
No,
good for my
cancel that
father.
shit.
Melissa, what go
How the
on?
hell did I get? Like, what one? If you wanna touch on it one, my mic not even mute.
Yeah, Melissa, mute your microphone or something. We can hear you clearly. Yeah, my father. See, I
Yeah,
ask a
man.
question, my God.
No, say, you know, sir, earlier we were talking about the law thing. You see me? That's why we jump on. But you are talking about equity now, so I'm just making you have the sword off.
Let's see the prayer. EDCO.
Mm-hmm.
Wagwan.
There,
Yeah, add something to the conversation from.
may I go and listen first and then
Okay. Okay.
You remember, the character status, man, that's the first thing.
So you do the correction already, my father.
Yeah, man, my career my status long time. From about, you say, about 2021, you see, them time there, you see me?
Not a code.
Yeah, man, come here, learn the thing. We do it in a college, according to the moral science. So me I do it mostly scientific on my part.
So you are a more.
Yeah.
See the prayer.
Yeah, me born and everything.
But you're
Still
there
time.
foreign now. You're there cross the water.
You can't say foreign car. You know what I'm saying? Foreign would have been like Europe or Asia.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
easy
rush
for
on correct
America.
it a while
America,
ago.
America. You see me? Haiti is still America. Cuba is still America. You see me? Brazil is still America. One big old continent. You see me? And the whole of our part. Or just different corporation or like I said, whole property. You see me? That's
Mm-hmm.
just it, man. People them carry them status now. You know, going on, they call a recession. They must have about 70% of finance. And I'm saying like people on 70% going at least over that. Once you drop below that, I'm going to research, you see me?
Yeah.
So people them are the people that all the energy them are used to stay afloat right now.
Mm-hmm.
God, them is nobody. Them really, you know what I'm saying, and you really give them power, or your ancestors really give them power to really do for them business. So that all we back to one people. So when you're correct status, you have to know which side of the fence you're on. You're either a Christian or you're the organic man. You know,
Hi,
God
Jesus,
had still to the
can I
Father
learn
or the
about
Father or
this?
the Son.
Is there a number I
Hmm?
could call to get more understanding? No, you have a
Well,
number where you can call if you want a consultation and them thing there. The number them there on the screen. If you want classes or consultation, you contact and I number them on the screen. But if you want to learn, you can go and listen with my father. This is a learning platform, a school there right now. You see me? It's a place of anything where you want to know, you can ask right or so. But if you don't
Big
call my phone and
classes. My
ask me
whole
nothing,
professor there.
yeah, yeah. If you don't call my phone and ask me nothing, it will cost you know. You see me? This are the time we will make allotted for public broadcast. Just like how JIS do it. Yeah.
Yeah. And we have to make them know people are going to take a dedication. The same dedication you take to learn at school, get a degree, get a job. To free yourself, you must be ready to display this level of dedication.
So the
That's right.
rightness right there, man, my father. If a man not sacrifice, my brother, him not no credibility. And that's one of the maxims of law we stand with too. No willingness to sacrifice equal no credibility whatsoever. So if a man not go sacrifice him time for learn, he might go sacrifice him money. One out of the two. Or don't come around me. You see me? Don't come around me. I not talk for everybody. You see it? Because my energy is everything, and without my energy, more do the right so right now. What give you energy? Life. You can't take
Love,
nothing out of my energy and I put in back nothing. Come on, man.
man.
You see me?
It's
So
called
if
self-respect.
yeah. So if the ones them want to ask a question, if you have a question where you want to ask positive synergy, you can ask it right as up. We broke it down as Bozra say more than one teacher there we know. You see period. So if one we don't get the answer, you get it from another one.
Right
Mm-hmm.
now, I really want to ask them how people are going about to get up our land are, in control of our land.
Repeat
'Cause the
that, my
money
father.
are, me I say, how people are going about to get govern back our land. You
Your
see,
voice are echo.
my voice.
Yeah.
Hold on. The host probably for mute
Yeah,
probably
much
that's why.
better now.
All right then. May I say what our people are go about to get in control back our land. You see, the money all right, but that's not the real goal. You see, the goal of control over the resources.
From time to time, the tree of liberty needs to be watered with the blood of tyrants.
We not have to go off.
Because the land is not owned by the government of Jamaica. The government of Jamaica working as management agency for the crown.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? So you have to recognize that when they take this stand, they're going up against the British crown. But as an compound maroon, where they kick them ass, we kick them down. We're not afraid. Because if we could do it collectively, we can free the entire melanated world. Jamaica is the eye of Africa. Let us start here and lead. Let them follow us because we're leading by example. Because this applies to every African nation.
Every single one.
Every single African nation is the same thing. The birth certificate is what the governments them loan. You give the creditors them. There are websites you can go and check how much money you draw for your birth certificate bond, and by whom. So to take back the land, we have to go ready to let the crown, British crown, know that this is what it is. However, there is a simpler way that the government is trying to stop right now. This whole thing about the Constitutional Reform Committee. That's the trick there, because they realize you're waking up. That's why they come with it. Because the reality is, in order to take back the land, you cannot reform the order of the crown, because what you call a constitution is not. It is entitled the Order of Jamaica 1962, an order from the Queen. And the word constitution is in parentheses. That's what you call brackets. And legally, any word in brackets is not on the page. So it is not a constitution. It's an order from the Queen how we can run our place. The only way to get out of that, they realize that we do not need to um, amend the constitution. They can't amend an order from the crown to free from the crown. We're supposed to have a national vote, and then the world recognizes that out of the 2.5 million Jamaicans, 2 million of them say they wanted to remove themselves from the crown. And that's what they're trying to trick you out of with this constitutional reform committee. We must
So,
vote on it. So it
so
becomes
hold on, them
internal, and
father.
then we take back the land.
The Constitutional Reform Committee is a tricky thing, my God. Because both parties have to sign off on it in order for it to come into existence, right?
Right. But the reality is that you cannot reform an order from the crown to free you from the crown.
Remember, say me have my own constitution still in Bozra.
No, I thought the Jamaican, I thought about the man to take back this land, to take it back. The, more than half, 50% of the people that vote. They're supposed to put it to vote. You're supposed to say the people, the world must say that the people of Jamaica voted to separate themselves from the crown and take and govern themselves. Then it becomes lawful.
Accurate. But over there, I say, man, my God.
But the indigenous people or the organic people have the right to self-identify or to self-govern. You see, and just not citizens or properties. So that's why I'm asking the question. So which one are we? Are we the people or are we the
Right.
citizens?
As an compound maroon, let me tell you what the problem is. Half of them, almost all the Maroons are operating in the status as a servant of the crown because they function on a Jamaican birth certificate.
That's
I
not
have filed a case
When
against
you say
my.
a compound maroon, I'm lead out to the part there, Bozra. Cause me hear
I
the
wouldn't say that
chief,
to them. I can't
me
speak for
hear
the
the
collective.
chief, me hear the chief of a compound in more than one videos embracing his status as a Jamaican citizen. And the
And he
diplomatic
drives.
immunities and privileges charter of Jamaica states that no individual or person being exclusively a citizen of Jamaica is entitled to any form of diplomatic rights or immunities whatsoever.
exactly what me I lead to.
You see me? So a guy can't say him is a citizen and say him a diplomat same time. That is a conflict of interest.
Yeah, you
Simple.
can't be both at the same time.
Can't serve two masters.
You cannot be driving on a Jamaican driver's license. You cannot be using their plates. You cannot be using the birth certificate and your passport to identify you and simultaneously claim sovereignty.
Mm-hmm.
Intelligence rules the world and ignorance will bear the burden. Marcus,
So
Messiah,
as
God.
I say, most of the Maroons them a use Jamaican ID. Cause I'm go a Maroon town them. Last one I'm go the one in a Portland. And it's like the ones them there they play some domino. And me I say, oh you become a Maroon. And the man them say you just get a woman in the place or you just come in the married in the family or you just come in and take time integrate yourself. And me I say, but hold on there. And then the man them a go further for say them have them ID and every single thing for sure so them a citizen said way. But nothing a really change. It look away, my father. Like the culture was
Yeah,
supposed to
you.
get preserved, or we think say did I get preserved? It actually get infiltrated.
But it was not a matter.
Definitely. God,
What
them
we are
party
discussing here was
them
never apparent to anyone
really
but us now, you know. We are the first generation to recognize that it is a deception.
To
Because
recognize what?
yeah,
that it is a
but that
deception.
was after when signed the treaty. That's why
But
Nani went to
I
war.
know after you have been told that a treaty was signed, can anyone produce a copy of a said treaty with a 1736 paper that when we test that paper, it was made in 1736 in a chemical blend of paper then? Can we test an ink to see it was the chemical blend of the ink in 1736? Where's the Crown's copy and where's the Maroon's copy? So for a treaty to be valid and to prove it to exist, you must present a copy of an original. Where is that? All you have been repeating is narratives. The Maroons being separate from the people. All of a sudden, somewhere after independence, they just come and tell them, say, oh, government entities put up a treaty. They cannot show that. That there was no such treaty. It is a surrender. In war, if they walk, it's because you win. They walk to a compound town. It was a surrender. But the Maroons, we just wanted to stop the war. If we talk, I am speaking as a Maroon now, with legal and lawful clarity. My ancestors never understood that. How can such a treaty set Trelawney Town when Edward Trelawney came to Jamaica that same year? So country name where he lived after somebody he had never met? Fantasy. Do we have
Exactly.
to understand how white people we are dealing with? When have
Exactly.
you ever dealt with us straight and up full? When?
But
And they
like
set us against
that
each
a
other.
You
clarity. Me
wonder how
like
even so much of them end up as national hero.
that bring clarity to a whole heap of thing where you say a while ago, Bozra. The place could have never named Chilani Town if Edward Chilani come here come sign the
And
contract
the,
with the Esquire and at them time there.
but never here second. I need to show you further clarity. In order to have a contract with the crown, it is only one signature. It is the signature of the governor. Now, Edward Trelawney did not want to go down in history as the man who surrendered to the blacks. That is why the previous governor before him resigned. He said, I'm not taking that job. And then Trelawney took the job, still not wanting to go down in history. He sent Guthrie. Guthrie's signature does not qualify as a treaty with the crown. It is one signature that qualifies as a treaty with the crown. That document, even if there was such a document, it would be lawfully invalid.
So this takes so long for come to the public, and even now we not hear the representatives of
Monkey see, because we have been playing monkey see,
saying
monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do. We have been seeking validation by acceptance from what we consider a higher authority. Most are not, most of the maroon leaders are not true kings in them bloodline. Them not understand authority.
Yep.
You can't put a clown on a clown and make it a king, you know.
accurate.
Simple. We have to recognize that everybody on this life is ahead of our time. Presently in this discussion, we're 25 years ahead of the rest of Jamaica.
Mm-hmm. Accurate, man, my father.
I desert them, my brother. You understand me? Because we are the few brave ones. Most of them are cowards who the very thought of challenging and establishing the establishment scares them. What they seek is validation from the establishment.
True.
That
That's what
was
the fuck with.
That was
I
say
really
go on,
think,
my
man.
father. Validation from the establishment. Nobody not brave enough to stand up on the land and side were actually there for the people. Because the land is originally known as what? Before
Jacques
Jamaica
Maka.
came into existence.
Jamaica. One of the big, here, look here, let me told so many lies. Where are these people called Arawaks? Because when I went and used my international student's ID and checked the British records and the French records and the Spanish records, there was no records of any Arawaks. What you had, they told you of the black Caribs.
Mm-hmm.
Them
You
call them
understand me?
Nitaino, the noble ones.
All of that is foolishness. Because here why we say foolishness. Where was their villages? Because where is the social anthropology and the biological anthropology? Because
Bozra, I have
red,
artifacts in the Blue Mountain up push palm there, untouched
yeah,
monuments and things where nobody know. 12 o'clock in the day, the sun they directly over my head. Directly over my head. You see me? We never check it at night time when the moon up in the sky. But me know say when the sun at a daytime, when you check your clock and it has 12 o'clock, the sun they directly over my head, my father. And me have got to talk to you half of the year and show you some things, my God. So you see the
but it's
same
not for the
people, them
final.
probably the name is not accurately. But when we
The
check
black
the story
Carib.
them, we can find out say you have some things when I add up and some things we are missing from out of certain parts. And if we are read between the lines, we can fill in the blank spaces easily. You see me?
In our history class, let them tell us. They says the Arawaks were peaceful and the Caribs were warlike. But if you come take my country, I'm enough for war with you. They made us think in our mind that the Caribs were bad and they told us they were cannibals. No, this was the black people who had left and come across the descendants of Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa's brother left him with Mali and came across here with 800 ships of men and 800 ships of supplies. We can provide records showing over 15 different migrations coming into the West here, taking over these islands and living there.
But them come here, come see people said, yeah.
That's cool, no man. So one of the things that them use on us. For you to tell me about a certain, look in history class, MD, the entire social anthropology of the so-called Tainos or Arawaks, how they lived, how they took care of their children, and that requires
Buzzer get a call. But I say in a 1661, I think at them time the New Zealand got discovered and Australia and some of them parts of them there. So them places are the
Them
last
just call
places
it
where ever
New
get
Zealand.
discovered. Or get where them did a try for colonize. And that's why the Maori people them stand up so strong down them side there. You see me? You know
Now
what I
share
say?
something with my more science, brother. Here's what they don't want to tell you. 17 AD, the Africans invaded Europe. And they stayed there. They stayed there until 1490 at the Battle of Granada when we were defeated. Europe is done with 500 years of black men. Where are they? Spain has never had an African slave trade. All the blacks in Spain, in the Spanish colonies, are the people that they took out of Spain.
And why?
In
And you know why them do that?
1550.
Them do
Hold on
that
now.
for mix them
We have the
bloodline
documents.
with the
I've been to the
warriors them.
Vatican. Pope Martin V commissioned Bishop Bartholomew de las Casas to start moving the Africans out of Spain. The first trip, according to your records, was 9,000 takes to the island of Haiti. They put the bodies on Haiti, the warrior class. They put the priestly class on Cuba. You know, they put the ruling class, Jamaica. These three islands were prison islands, so they could plunder South America. That's where all the rest of the people them was given to Portugal, their brother. That's why Brazil has the largest percentage of blacks out of the world. We are the so-called Moors. We were never called Moors. I speak fluent Spanish. Moors is a derogatory from the Castellano. Moro, meaning black. Moors is what they call us. So you either want to be black in English or black in Spanish. Or you're going to decide who you are. Now, having studied at the University of Salamanca in Spain, that's the first university built in Europe that the Spaniards tell you that was built by the Africans they call the Moors. Its curriculum in the alma mater building, in a glass case, the first curriculum is an exact copy of the curriculum of the University of Djenne, Djenne, in ancient Ghana. The University of Djenne was burnt down and rebuilt as the University of Timbuktu. So it is evident in the first curriculum that these Africans who built that university were no Arabs. They were West Africans. Had they been coming from Morocco, they would have just went across 20 miles. I've been to Spain, been to Morocco, go eat lunch and come back to Spain. They would have just went and attacked Morocco.
That's correct.
Why is it when they defeated us, they went to West Africa? Because it is the source. It was a West African army and center that came and invaded Europe. We only put the Moroccan in charge because the rules of war says the general most familiar with the terrain leads the incursion.
No, that's not what happened. When the so-called Morocco right now, the Kingdom of Morocco, right? At the time when the Morocco empire had fell, when the Arabs started they was trying to sit on the throne and shit. That's when the French came in, and the French tell them y'all not the real Moors. You see me? That's when they stepped down, and then they Kingdom of Morocco in 1954.
Yo, I don't know if somebody a record or somebody have another phone where I play side of them or what about that echo then at the live.
Yeah.
Or no try mute on the phone when somebody else attack, you see me? You continue about Morocco, me hear you say,
No, that be I say man, him right about most, but when I say you see, but him get the two Morocco confused, him get the kingdom and the empire. You see, the empire was vast. Empire spread from here, go back all the way.
Morocco never came into existence until it is a Spanish. The place was called Cartahadas, from where they get the word Carthage.
tell me if it better now.
It's an English extrapolation of the African word Cartahadas. There was never a Morocco. What we have found in their records is that when they invaded, they took Africans and they said, look here,
But there was a
fight for us, and we're going to give you land and everything when you reach.
There's no record or treaty that says there was Africans though. There's no sultan that signed off on any of one of the so-called African adventures that they was. Those who were they? I see what was the treaty claiming, or what were the people claiming that they were when they signed this treaty? When the sultan signed the treaty,
What were the people under what emperor was people? My dear brother, if I just demonstrated that the so-called people with the maroons is a lie, if I just demonstrated that all the same people, why is it so difficult to understand dealing with America? I've never told America they're still the same people. So that may I try to say this. It wasn't out.
Bozra, me know halfway I say no. 'Cause look ya, me have a book right so, and the book here full of controversy. It name The Story of the Jamaican People. You see me? It kind of thick too. You see the book here? The same thing we are talk about say the man them going to Africa or mix them bloodline with the warriors them in Africa because them realize say the African soldier them strong and them can endure the pressure. You see me have every other climate. And so comes you have people spread all across the island. But one part of me that try to add to. When the man them come at 80, them come at 80 come buck up on some people. Just like how in the 1600 them go discover New Zealand with the Maori people them. And them try to integrate to the people them. And that's why for them culture over there so strong. You see me? The people them when they come at 80 where you say the Spaniards them land down there with some soldiers. They mix with the people them at 80. That's why you have the French colonists so big over there said we and the French speaking and in a Jamaica you have the colonization said we. The mixture of both bloodline from the Atlantic and from over the side too.
When I go to but you see all of this war, it started from Constantine with the war against the pagans. When you go down deep in our history, you see the Ottoman Empire, you see all of them things. I just change up the name of everything as what you said. Because I me I look for my beloved brother, I must make a point. It's going to shock everybody. There was no such thing as imperial rule. It's a lie. You know it's a lie. First and foremost, I didn't catch you. First and foremost, if we built the first university in Europe, in Salamanca in Spain, where were these Romans? And where, anyone who attempts to teach you history without geography is conning you because history takes place on a physical part of the land. If there was this advanced Roman Empire at the time of Jesus, why when we invaded and took over and took over Spain and Italy, why the Italians was the most backward part of Europe? What it is that Italy was our headquarters. And in order to validate the truth that you now see in Italy, they had to create the lie of the Roman Empire. It never existed. Because you cannot explain to me. You know what Latin is? Latin is us when we invaded, taking their broken Castellano dialect, putting it in a proper mathematical sound frequency matrix. That's what Latin is. That is why you still Italians speak Italian, they don't speak Italian, they don't Latin. We stop playing monkey see, monkey do. Stop. If these white people tell you that the sky is blue when I look and see blue, I check my eye every month. That's when it was there. But I'm not Hey, brother, you know when you say that, yeah? As I said that, because you don't really hear no one speak Latin. You have Greek, you have Spanish, you have and you have the Italian them and Spanish them can understand each other. Oh, you parle Italian. Italian. Me record the last album in Italy. Two of these places and I've been to the Vatican. I read the books there using my international student ID. When I go to the Vatican, they have to give me access to the library. My brother, I even read about Alexander the Great, Constantine, when them all invaded in the motherland and all of them things. It's so deep as all them change over name and everything, even the Ottoman Empire and them things. Yo, Reformation was about far. I think, yeah. At the New World too.
They was creating a new world and them things there. And they wanted to clap up on the people of, because basically they wanted you to stop having foreign God. You who have it, your God, they wanted you to turn from your from there and coming to their ideology.
To show the further that road is foolishness. Where is the origin of the Catholic Church? It's not Italy. The Catholic Church is a Spanish institution.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the world's greatest colonizer? Not Britain, not Italy, but Spain.
Mm-hmm.
When we invaded Spain, what happened? And Europe, all the leaders went to the island called England off the coast of Italy in exile while we were ruling Europe. And that's where they stayed and made up that story. That's why England's so powerful, because we're all interbred with England. You understand me? And the Catholic Church, Roman Catholic Church, was in England at the time when we were ruling Europe. When they defeated us, the first thing they did was come and take over our headquarters, which was the Vatican City. Because if we invaded 1780 and then defeated us at the Battle of Granada in 49, when, pray tell, it was the Vatican built. We now play monkey see, monkey see. We respect my mother and father.
Pause. Pause, my brother. Hopefully.
And as I speak it, you're seeing it in your head. It's panicking in your head. It makes sense.
You know, the thing is, we need to start read and seek information. Now is the time, and the internet is there, and we can't be distracted.
And I can hear
Marcus Garvey says, up to us, because we can care for brothers and sisters, but them not care for themselves or them own diligence. Make an effort to pick up a book and read and do some research. You know, them are going to save themselves and set themselves free.
And it's not just reading, because if I give you a lie to read, you can repeat the lie, taking it as knowledge. Understand me?
Yeah.
So one of the first things we must do is, as a people around here, we must seek unbroken historical continuity. That is not found in any other nation. You have to go past. If you're not an initiate of an ancient African ritual wisdom order, I've been to the seventh, I've been up the seventh. Yeah, ancestral knowledge has been unbroken. It's fantasy them thought.
Well, brother, but you see, the thing is, we are the indigenous people of all of the island and Africa and all of them things there, you know. I just, you can see when the people them invaded, them conquer Asia first, and when them conquer Asia and the Ottoman and the Arab part, and so them come down into free part.
All right, there's nothing. Look here, we're not talking about Europe. It's not like this. But you call Europe as really Western Asia. You need to get over that line. Where is a continent demand a separation in the land? That is really Western Asia.
But you have to understand most of these things. You have to understand that most of these things were put in to throw us off, to get us confused. For example, dividing us up and call us countries, Jamaicans, different from Haitians, and all that kind of stuff. That is all where all this confusion come from, you know, this separation. Until we understand who we are as a people and willing to work together to get to that place in unlearning what we have learned a century. That's the only way we're gonna find change.
And you cannot seek any knowledge from the West. You have to go and find unbroken historical continuity, and that is only found via an African Islam society that would have had it checked and reveal the light to you. All right, let's say one of the biggest lights.
I know all Africans tell you the truth. No, all Africans tell you the truth. You know, African with the guy and wine.
I said a wisdom knowledge society. That was very specific.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Sorry, I'm sorry about it.
No, here's one of the biggest lies I'm telling you. Why is it that if I, as an A positive, as an A blood carrier, if I get a O negative white woman pregnant, why doesn't her body attack and kill that fetus unless she gets a medication called Rogram? However, a donkey carries a horse with C to a mean because they are the same species. The fact that her body attacks and sees my sperm that conceive a child in her has Fang invasion means they are not the same species. I am Alpha Celestial, God man, and they are mankind, a kind of man.
Well, that's why they said you must mix with an equal yoke. That is why them say you must mix with an equal yoke.
O negative blood was popped up 70, right? And the highest percentage of O negative blood is in the Basque people of the mountains of Spain. Where did it come from? But to understand the development and how backward we are, you have to recognize why is it that every African society uses the leopard as its ceremonial dress. Because the leopard is a cross between a horse and a cat and a dog. It has the bones of a cat, some of the bones of a dog. It gets all the sicknesses dog gets, all the sicknesses cat gets. The gold and black hair is the hair of a cat, the white hair is like of a dog. That is because we use that animal skin as our ritual dress in our initiation to remind us of how great we were. Dog and a cat. And evil. That is how advanced we were as a people. We're nowhere near where we were. Go back to your roots. Some a leaf, some a branch. I, the roots. Treat them dog, them can't treat that. But here's the thing now, my brother, about but the people we have to recognize. You have to be gifted by birth with a particular kind of access because this knowledge is not available readily to anyone. You understand? One of the biggest issues is that it is just per chance if you get it, and if you get it, you have to take it seriously. Because you don't have the access. And let me hear one of my carry me to the side trying to Prostitution Lodge on Mona Road. You get access and that's it. But knowing that as a maroon guy, your access meant nothing to you. So I just got you and smack that out. The real and got the guys the code, the con that they've been playing for as a collective. Royalty unbroken. Abantu your royalty unbroken. We even need to recognize who their kings are by blood right. Because purvey of a king, how you for govern if you know law? Purvey of a king is law. This discussion is demonstrating to you who your bloodline kings are.
But brother, after them look on humanity, to force them religion, just forget them unification of the new world. That was a lot of criminality from human life.
Because they're not us. They don't even belong to this planet. Where did it come from? Where did they pop up from? It's a discussion that we're still many people. Because many people believe in this creator God. And the reality of a cosmic, global, celestial world outside of cannot wrap around there with the creator God. However, the Logan Mali have in their temple in star map showing you how to get a particular star. That star, however, is invisible from the earth. When they expose it to the white man we don't know that. When the white man invented it, put satellites up there and stuff, they see that star. He went back to the Dogon piece and said,
Yo, Chris. When I hear nothing, brother, I want over this song. Brother, fix that, man, my God. When I hear that, my brother, man.
Bluetooth is what's causing the echo.
Yeah, man, my father.
Why do you think they've been feeding us this foolishness? We are naturally
Yeah,
supposed to have
because
Yo,
evolution.
Bozra, them say them not hear no sound on the live, you know.
Yeah, you know, hear me?
The people them in the comments, may I hear you clearly.
But they're not hearing.
Microphone check
No, man, me can't
on the
hear, man.
live.
Me can't
Yeah,
hear.
yeah,
No, the
good too.
people them in the
Yeah.
comments. You know I hear?
Oh, they're not hearing. I let me keep
Nah,
the
them
mic
say
right
it just
myself.
a come. It come like when me mute microphone and you can't hear nothing. That go on.
Keep your mic up.
Alright then, my father.
Remember, you know, we send the Nile River back upstream. You look at a satellite picture, you see it. Where the Nile used to go and where it's going now. We did that. There's no all their white engineering companies come together and the Chinese. Not one of them can send back a river upstream. We did it. We have to respect back ourselves again. Be humble to go back to Africa, make these connections with these African wisdom societies that have been protecting the knowledge for the day when we come and after.
Mic check, microphone check. What go on in the comments there? Be sound issue. What go on around this? Check again, check again. You not hear me?
Clear.
You're loud, man. You're loud.
So I go on in the comments, someone say be a echo and thing. Something not work in a star. You not hear? If you not hear clear, you not say clear.
It's clear, man, but it's echo with him that speed. May I hear myself right now?
Alright, him just jump off and jump on back. Them say them bug Bozra phone.
Is it better?
Them say them bug your phone, Bozra. You not hear better now? It clear now. Them say it clear now. It clear now.
Remember, say, I mean, remind the Prime Minister so when we there at university, him hardly what it up. I don't know why.
So yeah, the Prime Minister did their university for real. I only put time here say to the Bozra.
He was on Chancellor Hall, I was on Taylor Hall. My whole name was Sexy Buzz because we've been loved here forever.
His whole name was Backward. The brightest boys in Jamaica call him Backward. In Backward.
So it's a backward. It mean him going the other way.
I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something on this live that nobody wants to talk. Sure. He repeatedly stated that his
Hold on. Before you say it, Bozra, the views expressed on about the Zulu platform is not necessarily the views of the host. Travel away and around here.
So, he has repeatedly stated that his mother worked as a domestic helper. However, he has never told you where she works. I will reveal to you that she worked for more than 10 years as the Bruce Golding's helper. I will then ask you where did the Prime Minister get that nose? In the jacket capital of the world.
Hold on. Never.
Oh, yeah,
Nah, but I said that.
ask.
So that's why them
Everybody
attack.
silent.
Them have a jacket issue in the country for real, you know, and they get serious. Realize the government are taking
Prime
it
Minister
man.
get the nose. Look at his mother's picture and his father's picture. Tell me where he got the nose. And his mother worked as the footballing's helper for more than 10 years.
You know, this is not really a mix-up platform, you know, but the one that wicked.
Yes, yeah, well, golden chicken.
The one that wicked. Whole place silent, you know. Comment, so now say. Somebody say a Bruce boy. Whenever me say na Rasta Ballad Record say so.
Yes. Let us then request that the first paternity test be done by the Prime Minister and lead by example. And what's the drama there? Rasta.
Boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. No comments.
Again, they told you that it's very NCR in Jamaica. While Eunice Schofield and the other had his will said he must be buried beside his mother and father in Florida. If you go there, you will see third grave beside his mother and father. Sure.
Jaja. So yeah, the key got school for real master. So those such things. You hear say only for time and only for different video, you know. I mean you boy up the Prime Minister and some weird. Nobody else can boy him up so.
I didn't boy him up. I said he was talented. He was born with two body and taught one how to speak.
You don't understand the language you have pussy. You don't understand the language there. We I said the place kinda get heated. The whole platform silent to pussy clad. But today I said we
Let's go back. Let's surf a ticket, yeah.
yo, so upon the birth certificate, you have one signature upon it from the registrar general keeper. Bozra, you can't tell me nothing about that. Okay, okay. Alright, one of them.
What it means.
Mm-hmm.
One of the greatest errors in Jamaica that in countries that have both developed. If you don't want to become a teacher, you have to get a B and make one and two wrong answers. You get an A, the government is going to mandate that you become a teacher. In Jamaica, you want to put A and B, go to university and become doctors and eat their cheese. Those who get C's and D's and have ambition end up at teachers' colleges. If the C's and D's are professors to their children, they will only get B's, F's.
Mix
The
up.
social engineering tactics that they have used on us. You don't understand.
Neeks in
Because
the
when
comment I
person
say,
shoot and funny,
she wanna know what will happen if she don't register her child and how would she be able to obtain a passport. So in a Jamaica, them have a non-citizen passport. You see me, passport for people that is not citizen. Them also have a emergency traveler permit. Travelers like I self can use that for travel. I remember we not have no legal status I use in a them work or in a for them system. You see it? I come from UK. You can give me a link half of the year, man, Nicks. Talk about that. Book some consultation with me. Give me some money, Nicks. Say you're from UK. That's the code, you know. UK. But you have a non-citizen passport, said we. The laws in the UK kind of different. So give me a link and I could do some research for you. On the something there go. She laugh. You don't like the pound. From when we are talking about the pound, you know. People are talking about US, a pound and bricks, so I say. You see me? That's it, man. But you can get a
and that
non-citizen
indigenous, we should create our
passport.
own money.
Alright then, Neeks.
$100. The money with the value of water.
Value of water. Yo, a good while now, me here you talk about the water for Jamaica, the value of water, you know. I don't know if you want to bring that to my people, them guys are good.
Everything in the world.
You
Think
already some
about
water there, that
all the
aisle.
economies that by the value of oil. And water more expensive than oil.
Hmm.
Every country in the world, per the report of the World Trade Organization, money with water,
Them not
one
serious, my
Jamaican
father.
dollar supposed to value.
Them not serious. A cryptocurrency, I
One
take.
Jamaican dollar supposed
You see?
to value. Five. One.
You see, Bozra, them are invest in a cryptocurrency now for be the new currency. Donald Trump invest a big $500 billion in a US. You see me? So America go lead out with the CBDC. Remember the word hard of the father, you know about the thing. You see me? So them not really want to do nothing
Yeah,
based off of real life. For ones and zeros what they make up on computer. You see, pre. And limit
and
people to the amount where
here's the
them get
danger.
upon time.
Here is the danger in that. People realize that the first investors in the telephone company, major shareholders in all the world's telephone companies, are the former slaveholders who look something else to do when the slavery was abolished.
Yeah.
So if anything that goes through this system is going to
So as I mentioned, when slavery was abolished, that was the beginning of the corporation, the transition from the plantation to the corporation. You see me? Modern day slavery.
emancipation means transfer of ownership
Ah, accurately.
from the Latin emancipare.
Accurately. And
So
it
ownership of
hold
the
on now,
slave.
before you go further, my father, emancipation also gave minors the rights to make decisions to transfer them assets to whoever.
Emancipare. That's where it comes from.
But slave Islam,
You see
So
me?
at emancipation, all that happened was the ownership of the blacks on the island was transferred from slave master
I like that, you know,
to
my
the
father.
crown. Right, the crown to the
Emancipation
slave
sitting there, you know.
master.
Remember song when name Emancipation was based up off of the same proclamation of emancipation where them say them give people in Jamaica. And that actually transits free people into free laborers. Free,
That's
which is
why
a conflict of interest. And that's why we say free, not dumb over here, so you know. That's how them infuse free and dumb in a one. Free means you can do whatever you want to do, but labor means say you have to labor. So that is a conflict
that
of
is why
interest. You're never really free.
that is why the slave that's why the British don't pay the slave master and buy them mines from the slave master. Transfer of ownership for them own you know.
So now them say man, registered stocks, the slave masters they were the registered owners of the people them what them consider for be chattel, servants. And that's why them get the payment and not the people them. And people them never know, so them for set up them own a trust in them time there. Yeah, did have some
I'll tell
people
you.
where did know, you know.
I mean,
Because our people them did know about trust and them thing that too, you know. It's not like our people them never did have no sense. They did have a set of our people them where did noble, wise set of people. You see me?
More than so.
Yeah. You did have different in a 1834 before them do the proclamation of emancipation. You them do a statistics. We state the amount of Chinese, Indians, free whites, them call them free Negroes, and blacks from the same landmass over the pan. You see the praise say they have different classification of the one type of people, but that just to say you have different tribes, different groups and of people who settle up in a different areas and different territories. You see, pray. Ah,
You see, and so, like you said, no, yeah.
Rasta Bale, give thanks to the gift them, my father. Everybody where I gift up the life, big up on yourself, said we. Can give you a link on that, bro. I have friends in the UK. None of her children are registered. Yeah, man, we can show her how to make our own a land deed. But she have to set up her own a trust. Your trust is your jurisdiction. You see me? Your trust secure your property them. Cause if you don't have a trust expressing, express means say you have it and I show people say, hey, every single thing is already in trust. Not in a your name. Cause in a your name is the legal name. And legal name put it in the legal jurisdiction. You talk about trust law. Trust law come before contract law. So trust must always be there before a contract can take place. So if the government don't identify you as one of them subject, them can't contract with you. So when you set up your own trust and you make it foreign or you put it on the federal level, that is either you get a IRS, a EIN number, and bear in mind, say the EIN number, the Vatican control the IRS, them are them banker. The IRS is the Vatican's banker. You see me? So when you do it on another level through the post office put you upon a level where give you the same powers like where the government have. The same power like where even the Vatican have.
official bank.
Yeah, the first bank.
Oh, yeah. One of the things you must remember though, when you're changing your status, here's one of the rules of international law. If you do business in another man's name, you have dishonored your ancestors. They cannot use brown and garden stones. It must be racially, ethnically, linguistically, and culturally identifiable to your.
Accurately.
You have to get rid of the name. Since the name brown, I'm gonna give you I give you African name and start with. That is culturally, ethnically, linguistically.
And I always I say when we can use and embrace that too. Everybody in the Bible where people know of, they have one name. King Charles have one name, it's just Charles alone, them call him. Jesus have one name, it's just Jesus of Nazareth. Nanny, the national hero where people talk about a one name she was just off the Maroons. So how
Can I
comes
explain
people
that?
have Charles, John, James, Joseph Jr., Maxwell?
No, let me explain. So, wait, no, let me explain that. Charles' surname is Sack Farber Goffer,
Yeah.
right? Wow. When man walking, I'm gonna say, who is your sir? And I say, my surname, Mr. Brown. So your surname defines who in your family. Yeah. So
Accurate.
the only name you own is the name your man gave you.
Accurate, my father.
First, you have a middle name. That's right. Everything is a character.
You see the pray. I have an appellation. You see me? Abantu Zulu. I'm a soul appellation I'm go by.
That's what's up.
Abantu Zulu is the authorized representative of the shell that you're looking at right now. Physical shell. Abantu Zulu just tell him body say lift up your hand right now. Before me even lift up your man. You see it? Before me even say the word, Zulu don't tell my body say yo, walk me your mouth right now and say whatever. But to hold fast the mind and the body and the soul at work. You see it?
Bozra. Philistine and Ayub. Bozra means the shepherd, the sheepfold unto whom the gathering.
See the prayer.
Little brother, Abantu Zulu, you are manifested into a magnificent teacher. I'm glad to you in the class.
Respect, man, my father. How do we assure once them say this how we start from? Was upon the internet around 10, 15 years ago, a bonfire upon the system. You see me? Yeah. So when we start do music and start go all about the place and they didn't bag entertainment business. Them man did about the fire. Them man did preserve the culture so we could have pick it up said way. You see me? Christine, you say something?
Bantu, me not cut him. I Buzzer. So, yeah, Buzzer. So, you know, in the clan, them in the motherland, them, would I say that would have be very certain by the family that will come by in it.
So you notice in the Spanish countries, who are the father's family name and your mother's family name, right? No, they put the father's family name first. The name is Fidel Castro Ruiz because his mother's family name was Ruiz. However, that's what they copied from us. We was ruling Spain for 700 years. Everything Spain do, the rest of Europe follow. And what Spain did is what they learned from us. Now, we never put the father family name first. We put the mother family name. Name mother baby, but father baby.
See the prayer.
You're correct, cause but in those times the woman them was governing even a lot. There was a lot of protest before there was the maturals, before things turned into the patriarch. And man started growing and women have less that dominion of stuff.
Matriarchal system. Well, we see, there's the thing. We're not going to follow the white man and separate everything. We were twisting as per my instruction when I went up the second cataract of the night. In fact, it was in matching our spirituality was feminine worship that was governed and fronted by men because we worship the God.
Even the Roman generals them used
The symbol called the yes. And you see that fish, what would Jesus do? That represents two circles. In the middle of those two circles is the conflict that all things made. So the spirituality was feminine worship fronted by men. Our political administration was masculine worship fronted by women. If I was the king, my mother, my auntie, when they deceive people, they can abuse them. So long before you get to talk to me, you have to go through my 18 wife, 5 sites, the 15 concubine, auntie, the cousin, the niece, the sister. All of these women before you talk to me. Why man say that and say, oh, it's the women that rule? No. Masculine governance fronted by women, feminine work fronted by men. Equilibrium.
real talk as that time analyze a woman more better than a man can analyze a woman to choose that right partner for that family of that son. You see me as see? But even the same thing, the trio Romans right in the thing. All of them got a mystery religion from all of this from these tradition of this culture from in the motherland. Just like the Indian the Asian people, which we call Indian, right, have their own different god. Imon or something like that, because the Romans use that same god to call on when they go to war as well.
My brethren say, is there a way not to be under the Vatican system? Mm-hmm. Me have a letter to the Pope. I have to put it up, me can see it. What say, we no ramp. We send this to Giorgio Bergilio or some fuck up name. Yo.
Abantu,
Yeah, my father, I'm there, man.
one of the things we want to tell the listener then say is that the Pope is not the head of the thing, you know. And neither is it the Black Pope. You study a man named Pepe Orsini. He's the Grey Pope.
Yeah. So after you stay so boops and claim yourself, cause you have a
What
level
was
to the
that
thing.
that you said, Abantu? What was the thing that you said we need to study?
Pepe,
Type it in so we can look up on it.
Pepe Boasino or something like that.
Would it be possible, if you could type that in the messages from the Bazor, please get the proper spelling. Hopefully I might. Thank you.
Type it in Google, man. Sometimes I some research, sometimes I listen to people conversation and hear one word and say, what? I don't know it pronounced. You see me? And in my mind, I just have an idea. I just type in the Pope above the Pope. Great Pope. You see me?
Like, when you say the word sound like,
Pepe Barcino or something like that.
Pepper Barcino. Alright, hopefully.
Yeah. So me now wanna pull up my document for nobody see. Hours a night now, I need to go to bed at so 12 o'clock. Pepe Arcini. Arcini. So the ones I'm research over here, the real school, listen. These are the real school. Like around four somebody go on the internet, same time go type it in. The Great Pope. Let me see if I can pull him up there. The Arcini family. Only thing I gonna window capture. Then I can zoom up. I want to sit there right now. Sit there, no. Andrew, you had the computer burning, oh my God.
I think was
I don't know nothing
that
about
brother was
computer.
originated for publishing the book then. One of them pope that was originally for public book, the new Bible for translate in a different language, different people for help
Yeah.
convert them. Even
Them
at one
say,
point in one country, the people them never believe in a something of fear and something. So them have to change the Bible to fit it in the narrative of people them believe
them say,
culture. And I saw them get that the people.
the house of Orsini is an Italian noble family that was one of the most influential princely families in the medieval Italy and the Renaissance Rome. Members of the Orsini family includes five popes: Stephen II, Paul I, Celestine III, Nicholas III, and Benedict XIII. Almost 13 that or something like that. Yeah. Including 34 cardinals, numerous condatinary or condottieri, and other significant political and religious figures. The Orsini are part of the black nobility who were Roman aristocrats, families who supported the popes in governance of the papal states. See the pray. According to their own family legend, the Orsini are descendants from the Julio Claudian dynasty of the ancient Rome. The Orsini carried on political feud with the Colonna family for centuries in Rome until it was stopped by a papal bull in 1511. In 1571, the heads of both families married nieces of Pope Sixtus V as an act of reconciliation. Ironically, we're gonna mix up one, and I can't read the whole of that. Cause you know me no business with them dead man people. And the whole scene of them, we say them in control of the world. Luigi wife. Alright, girl. You know the ball game go still. You see it. Everybody seem tired right now. No need for go rest. Right? Big man, we don't have time for read them thing there. We are chat about my birthrights. We are send people to read up about them birthrights. Yeah. You know, on the spare time when you can go read or no I read. I don't tell you for read. You go read about cartel. Right? By that side, big up yourself now. You see it. You there upon the ground. We just see that make a one check in with the ones and ones in the night still. And it's a great lecture. Big up Bozra upon the pass through. Same way. Only for knowledge him come drop with the ones them. Whole heap of knowledge. Up and gunning. Fully active father. This are the half a day if it told me that run show a while ago. Now it will pop up on the screen. See the system move, boy. This are the flag for the People's Court of America, said we. That your boy Zulu. This is a document how we serve to all corporation and fictitious entities. See, pre. If you want to see what it look like when you jump into the class little from this. You see me? Class I go on Saturday and Sunday. You know the connect still. We about to jump out of live, you know. 12 o'clock on the dot too. Anything for close off, Christine?
Oh, my brother, humble and mighty. We don't know. With the way where the brother share, and we have content time, verse the favor. Most of them that align together and show you how the destruction on how they come in Africa and put your map in front of you. You can see between the line when you're reading the information. You get the real big picture. That this are the puzzle, the unravel the puzzle, the trickery and the deception. Pick up yourself, my brother. You're outside. Sister Will. I
Fully,
share you.
fully.
Okay, good night.
Good night, Empress. Big up yourself for the chopping.
Sister, never one.
All right, sir.
You know the code. We want the road.
One man to the world. One and sister, I share.
Active. There I said we. Still up on the live.